Glass here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited to announce that we are going back to Walt Disney World. So this is our first time going to Disney since 2019. Our 2020 trip, we sadly didn't quite make it to Disney World. We ended up just doing a weekend in Universal before having to come back due to the pandemic. If you haven't already checked out my vlog series, I will link that in the description for you. So please check that out. That was my first ever vlog as well. So super excited to share that with you if you haven't already seen it. So this trip, we booked it back in the summer, but I've been keeping quiet for two reasons. One, I needed a new passport. So my previous passport was in my maiden name, so needed to swap that over. So we are now good to go. And the second reason was with the world still being a bit up and down, I didn't want to announce anything or say anything until I paid off the trip and I was sure it was going ahead. But now it's only 80 something days until we go. I'm not giving the exact dates yet. So yeah, super excited, all paid off, all good to go, and then dining reservations in a couple of weeks time. So the details of our trip. We are going for 11 nights and we are just doing Disney. We're not doing Universal on this trip. And we are staying at All Star Music. So it's my first time staying at a value resort, but I've watched lots of vlogs and resort tours and super excited to stay there. So when I was looking to book, I was like, do we stay value and have more money for food and merch and more spending money? Or do we book for a moderate to deluxe and then have to scrimp back on everything else? And I thought, you know what, I'd rather live my best life when I'm there. I know I do have a resort day, but the amount of time I spend in resorts is minimum, and I think I'd rather have the money to spend in the parks and experiences when I'm there. We booked through Disney Direct and we've got direct flights with BA from Gatwick to MCO. So super excited to get back there and see the infamous carpet at MCO or that new terminal because it looks incredible. So can't wait for that. And then as I said, we've got 11 nights, so 12 days. And I've done all my park passes. I've started my spreadsheet for my dining reservations, but I haven't booked anything yet. I've got another just under 2 weeks to go. So any dining reservations or recommendations you have, let me know in the comments so I can make sure I get them added to our list. When we booked, we had the Disney dining and spending money included. So although the full dining plan isn't back quite yet, we've got $500 towards our dining and then $200 merch credit as well, which will be a huge help. As for having to pay for dining out of pocket, we're not doing as many character meals as we usually would or table service just because of the prices. So I'm hoping to do maybe 5 or 6 sit downs and then the rest quick service. But yeah, any recommendations you have, let me know in the comments. When it is closer to time for dining, I'll do another video letting you know what we've booked and what we've got coming up. But our number one choice is Sci-Fi Diner, as that is our favourite. So our first Hollywood Studio days, we've got that penciled in. Just need to fingers crossed and hope that we get that reservation. But yeah, so the details of the trip. It's end of January, so it's going to be Festival of the Arts, and then we're going to go January, Feb. We have got 11 nights at All Star Music and we are just doing Disney World. I say this, we might squeeze in a Universal day, but wait and see. At the moment, it's just a Disney trip that we are planning. So with the pandemic, I saw there was huge delays with passports, and I've been freaking out about it because I kept putting it off thinking I've got plenty of time. And then I looked on the government website and it said 10-week turnaround, and I was like, oh my god, that's so long, especially when the passport office is literally 5 minutes down the road. But I couldn't get a fast track appointment. I was checking daily for a few weeks and just couldn't get anything, so I thought I'll hold off, and then suddenly thought I should probably do it. So I sent off online, and oh my days, trying to get my picture done in the machine was so stressful. So I went to the photo booth in, I can't remember, I think it was Asda, and I went to take my picture and it kept saying it's not going to pass biometric checks, it's blurry, and it only gives you 10 attempts, and on attempt 8 it finally said it was okay, but the picture was horrific. And I was like, I can't risk it, so I just had to take the horrific picture and deal with it. But I have a passport in the right name now, which means I can travel, because when we booked it with Disney, I thought book it under my married name, sort my passport, get everything done and ready to go. So I've now got the delightful new black British passport. Ben's is the old EU red passport, but yeah, we are all good to go now. Yeah, so that was the main drama, and also I was a bit worried about COVID and what was going to happen, and about the testing before you go. What if you test positive at the airport? I don't think I could cope with that trauma, honestly. It was bad enough going and having to come back, but imagine getting to the airport and testing positive and being like, oh sorry, you can't fly, good luck. So that was like really stressing me out. So I didn't want to book anything until the testing side of it was out of the window and that we had a bit more flexibility there. I was also a bit worried about work. What if I tested positive in America and had to quarantine over there? I was like, can I take my work laptop and work over there potentially? But that was an option. So those types of things are going into overdrive, which is why we didn't book anything until late this summer. And I wanted to get everything paid off and sorted and the passport physically in my hand before I said anything, because there'd be nothing worse than telling you guys, oh, we're going to Disney World, and then we're like, actually no, we can't because my passport didn't come. Yeah, not fun. So yeah, that was the drama surrounding the trip and the announcement, but now we are all good to go. So yeah, watch this space, because I'll be doing lots of videos about our upcoming plans, and as we get more things finalised, what our itinerary is. At the moment, all I've done is our park reservations and started my rough spreadsheet for our dining and my outfits, and of course how many ears and lounge flies do you take for 11 days. Packing could be an issue. I hope you guys are all well. Let me know your countdowns in the comments, and let me know what your current plans are for a trip. I'll be starting my Monday countdowns going forwards, thanks to the lovely Disney Han on Instagram, aka Han and Andy on here. But yeah, let me know what you would like to see from me. Let me know if you've got any upcoming trips. I love to hear your countdowns and see all the magic. And yeah, I can't wait to see the 50th anniversary celebration. We're just gonna catch the tail end of it, so I'm happy that I'll get to see the beautiful glow up of the castle. I did love the OG castle, but the pink does look incredible, and all of the treats and the snacks. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been on a diet for the last couple of months, so I cannot wait to get a Mickey waffle. I'm literally counting down the days now. So yeah, super duper excited, and yeah, can't wait to go on the trip and take you guys along with me. It'll be my first Disney World vlog series, so let me know what you want to see from the trip. As I said, my last vlog was our Universal trip, which was overshadowed by COVID and park closures, and it ended up just being a weekend, so it was a bit traumatic, a bit all over the place, and I also wasn't too confident speaking to you guys on camera, which I'm hoping you all think that I have improved somewhat over the last 2 years. But I hope you're having a magical day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys!